On the corner of Maple Street stood an old payphone that nobody had touched in years. But one night in 1994, it started ringing. And when a 16-year-old boy picked it up, a voice told him, "Don't go home tonight." His name was Ryan. That evening he was walking home from a late study session. The streets empty, the pavement still damp after rain. A single street lamp buzzed above the booth, its glow flickering against the glass. The phone rang once, then again, sharp and metallic, echoing across the deserted block. Ryan froze, certain the sound was meant for him. Slowly, he lifted the receiver, and a man's voice whispered, steady but urgent, "Don't go home tonight." Then the line clicked and went silent, leaving Ryan gripping the cold receiver as his chest tightened. Something in the voice felt final, like it wasn't advice, but a fact. That night, instead of going home, he stayed at a friend's house. By morning, smoke rolled above his neighborhood. Fire trucks crowded his street, hoses snaked across the ground, and blackened beams jutted out where his house had stood just hours earlier. From that day on, Ryan dreaded passing the booth. Yet each time he did, the phone rang, waiting for him. The next warning came only 2 days later. "Don't take the bus tomorrow." And the following afternoon, the news showed twisted metal scattered across the freeway. A blue bus lay on its side, windows shattered, smoke rising while paramedics carried people onto stretchers. A week later, the call came again. "Stay out of the underpass tonight." That evening, flashing red and blue lights filled the tunnel. Police tape stretched across the road, and a body lay beneath a white sheet. By then, Ryan no longer thought of the calls as strange coincidences. He was certain the voice was saving him, guiding him through disasters he never should have survived. The phone no longer felt like protection. It felt like a chain he couldn't break. One cold night in November, Ryan turned the corner before curfew and saw the booth glowing in the dark, its light trembling as though about to die. The phone was already ringing, each chime digging into his chest. He stepped inside, lifted the receiver, and held his breath. The voice was waiting. This time it didn't rush. It spoke softly, almost kindly. "You've been spared enough." The static swelled until it shrieked in his ear, and then, drawn out and deliberate, came the final words. "It's your turn now." The receiver slipped from his hand, swinging against the glass as the cord rattled. Through the roar of static came the sound of breathing, slow, heavy, damp. The warmth of it brushed the back of his neck, so close it felt like someone was standing right behind him. The next morning, as children walked to school, they passed the booth. The phone was ringing again, steady, patient. One girl picked it up, laughing at first, but her smile drained almost instantly. Her friends asked what she'd heard, but she only shook her head, her voice breaking as she whispered,
"It knew my name."